All right, yeah, so
What's happening?
this might be episode 40, 41, 40.
41.
One of them.
Right on. Edgy and weird still?
Still edgy and weird.
Hell yeah.
This is my homie, Eliot. What's your last name, Eliot?
Harrison.
Eliot Harrison.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I think for the first time, actually, last podcast I did with the homie, I told him, or that was the first time I actually said my name.
Yeah. What's your name? Todd LeBert, right?
Todd LeBert.
Nice. Is that French?
It is French. I actually don't even think I said that. I was just like, oh, I've never said my name on the podcast. And then I just moved on. Because I don't care.
Yeah.
You know? Because fuck it, you know? Like, we just get on here and we talk a little bit of shit.
Yeah. Keep it edgy and keep it weird.
Or we keep it something, bro.
Yeah.
You know? We keep it moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we're talking, we're talking, you know? You know, if we're looking up into the sky, we're looking up into the sky.
Hell yeah.
Whatever we're doing, hopefully we're doing it in an entertaining way.
Exactly.
It's the most important thing.
That's right.
But, yeah, so tell me a little bit about yourself, homie.
Well, yeah, my name's Eliot Harrison. I guess, you know, another super white sounding name. Got a super white last name like this guy.
Yeah. But you're from here.
From here. I like to play music, get out in the water when I can, do acting shit. Yeah, I'm in a band, yeah. I play like experimental metal, grindcore stuff. Stuff that everyone in Hawaii hates. Not the Hawaiian kind of music, but it's cool, it's fun. Then, yeah, that's pretty much all I do in a nutshell, man.
Are you the singer or are you the...
Oh, hell no. No, I can't do the screaming. I play guitar, yeah.
Play guitar.
Play guitar. I can do bass, drums a little bit, mostly guitar though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do no vocal, screaming, any of that.
Yeah?
Nah, that's not my thing.
Well, I mean, like, so karaoke, that's...
Oh, I can do some karaoke. Oh, for sure. I get down some karaoke, but yeah, when it comes to doing any kind of heavy music, vocal sort of stuff, yeah, it's never been my alleyway. I can play it, but just singing it, screaming it, that's just freaking...
You know what's funny, bro? Like, I that's the only way I'll actually ever sing pretty much in front of anyone.
Karaoke?
Is if I'm doing karaoke.
Karaoke's fun, man. Definitely.
Yeah. But then I've been told I can sing.
Yeah.
I used to put some shit out on this little TikTok feed that I had. Only when I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, I think you showed us one time.
Yeah. Just hot garbage. For me, hot garbage.
It's all right. I'm sure it sounds good, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. But you know, I wish I got into the capacity, like gotten that like I did school choir, but like I was never really allowed to do any social type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So other than choir, that's pretty much all I did. And I don't know. I was also really shy. I was just shy as fuck. So like I actually tried out for American Idol.
Oh damn, man, really?
Yeah, it was
That's
horrible.
Sick. Is there any kind of video documentation of it?
Thank God, no.
Oh shit, dude.
Because it was fucking horrendous.
Oh, dog, I'd like to see that though.
Oh, I would literally die if someone saw that. I don't even think I can be embarrassed, but then I would know that I still could. Yeah. If someone ever saw that, that would be quite embarrassing.
Oh, sure.
Holy fuck, it would be embarrassing. You know? Like, why are you standing there? Put your arms down? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Holy shit, what are you doing?
How old are you when you did it?
22.
Oh, okay, that's a while back.
22, yeah.
Shit, man, that's cool though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess sometimes I wonder if I'm happy I didn't get it, and I think, yeah, I am. Because I would have never been able to deal with that. Like, I would have been swallowed up in drugs and alcohol, and I would have been dead by 30.
That's how...
Probably. I would have been in the Amy Winehouse club.
For sure. That's how the high-profile musician life usually goes.
Yeah, because I think just about how now, even, you know, just living this trash life. I think about how bad that was. I still drink too much, and I just got the regular job. If I had high profile shit to deal with, that would have been, my God, like there was no way I would have dealt with it. Plus, all the stuff that we know now, or have heard, with all the sexual shit.
Oh yeah.
That goes on in Hollywood. Like, who would have propositioned you? Like, would I just been sitting there just sucking a bunch of dick, not even knowing, like, and then looking back 10 years, like, what am I doing?
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah, you never know with all the casting couch shit, right? The shit they talk about. I don't know if that's true or not, but Hollywood seems pretty shady. So.
Hey, what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein. Harvey Epstein, Jeffrey. It was all them.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein. They were all One was with the children, right?
Yep. Epstein, the children.
And Harvey was everyone else.
Everyone
in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And they were probably best friends, and they probably rode each other's planes.
Probably so.
Probably.
Sadly, Weinstein's involved with a lot of movies that I like too.
That's Michael Jackson is involved with a lot of the fucking music that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still one of the best pop writers. Well, not writers. I mean, he didn't write all his stuff, right?
He didn't write all of his stuff, but he wrote enough of it.
Yeah.
He definitely did.
One of the best performers, I'd say, of the past 100 years, probably.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's unfortunate the way all that shit shakes down. I gotta admit, bro, I'm one of those people that I didn't watch that, whatever it was, fucking the little documentary.
Was that Finding Neverland or something?
Yeah.
I know. I couldn't watch that either, man.
I was just like,
too depressing.
For me, I didn't even get there as far as depressing. It was just like, why are we like the horse literally is dead?
Mm.
Like,
it's been dead like over 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, what are we still doing here?
Mm.
Like if it hadn't been decided, if it was so important, wouldn't have been decided then.
Probably so.
Like, why is it still such a big fucking deal?
Kind of strange to dig up shit on a dead man. Granted, whatever he did, I mean, I don't know exactly whether it's true or not. It sounds like it was. It's horrendous. But it's also like, he's been dead like what, 12, 13 years now. Like, I don't know. Like, we still need to talk about him. I feel what you're saying about that.
Yeah.
So long gone already.
Hey, but don't be afraid to fucking get into it if you think it. If you're like, well, I think he did it, and maybe it should have been. Like, what do you think?
Hard to say with him, man. I mean, sounds like the evidence is there.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of people get framed. A lot of famous people, musicians and whatnot, get framed. So I'm 50-50 on it. I don't really know whether it seemed like an equal chance either he did or he didn't. But I didn't watch that documentary either, so I probably don't want to know the details of that documentary. Yeah. It's like, whew.
I don't even know if it is. I want to know or not, but I know this too. Like, they fucking shit. I gotta turn this off.
What's that?
It's that big fan.
Shit.
This one's too loud.
You got another one?
Good? Is this one good for you?
I barely feel it. You got another one?
You know what? Never mind. We're just going to leave this one on.
You want to do it? Okay. If can, yeah.
We're going to leave it on.
I can barely even feel it.
Good there? Don't worry. I'll chop this out.
That's all good.
You feeling anything there?
A little bit. Less.
Higher, lower.
Should be good. I can kind of feel it, but.
Okay. Damn. Might be my leg.
Ah.
Alright.
It's alright.
But yeah, like, my thing was this, as far as the Michael thing goes, is I know how much people like to make black people look like shit.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
That's the thing where it was just like, you know what? He's obviously so weird
Yeah,
he's like wearing the fucking Captain Crunch outfits. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker's got a goddamn. He's got giraffes and fucking goddamn roller coasters in his backyard. He's obviously not fucking normal. So obviously, I'm thinking, okay, he's obviously already out there. But I know how they like to muddy up black people. The other thing is this, for me. I mean, I don't want to make it sound trivial. But if I'm just thinking of it on a base level, you know, like when you're doing the thing, like if someone was like, you can't eat steak for a year, but they just kept putting it in front of your face, would you not probably grab the steak? Eat like as soon as
it's gonna be super hard, man.
As soon as no one's looking, like especially if it's in front of you, and like motherfuckers are throwing their kids in front of this dude. Yeah. So I'm just saying, first of all, what are they doing throwing their kids in front of this possible pedophile if it's that fucking serious?
That's horrible fucking parenting.
So shouldn't they all be fucking brought up on charges? You know, number two, like I'm saying, so either he was doing it or he wasn't. And when he was alive, it was 2 cases that came out. And then not until he died did they come up with all of this extra evidence about what, you know, all this stuff that he did, you know. Well, where was that shit when he was alive? Don't tell me, I mean, with everything that's gone on in this fucking world, in this nation, that Michael Jackson, the black man turned white woman, fucking, you can't dig anything up on him?
Yeah.
Until after he's dead? The
whole thing's
like, are you really fucking kidding
weird.
me? It really just seems like when I think about it in those terms, and I'll give myself bias because I am black, even though I don't like a lot of black people. But I am biased. Yeah. You know, like it really seems like just let's make sure we defame this black person, like this person who fucking like transcended a lot of lines before he should have. Yeah. Like let's just smash him into the ground because not only was he weird, he was also black. Mm-hmm. And we can do weird. And we can do black sometimes. But we can't do weird and black together. No.
It's just too much.
It's too much.
Especially for his time era.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You know? He's trying to bring everyone together with all those songs like, you know, the world and all that bullshit.
Heal the world.
Yeah, change the world, make it a better place. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do all that shit. They can't have that. So I'm saying, bro.
Especially during that time.
I'm saying. And, like, there's a lot of things, even for us, especially for us who don't want to fucking profess to anything too strongly, because it really does just seem annoying after a while, right? Well, like, for us, for people like us that retreat into, like, hardcore places, like, they either hate one way or another. But generally speaking, it's probably going to be against black people. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you've ever heard of this girl Candace Hillman,
I have not heard of her.
All right, good for you. And you know, don't worry about it. But since we're here, we're going to talk about it.
Is that the conservative black speaker?
Yeah,
that's her, right?
Yeah,
she's like right winger, and everyone's like real quick to flame her, pretty much on anything.
Well, she's real quick to frame pretty much on anything. That's how she became famous.
Oh, okay. I vaguely know about her, but I don't know much about her. But yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She's like Omarosa 2.0. That was Trump's go-to girl.
I remember. Yes, yes.
During that, you know, when he was doing the thing. And at the beginning of his election, when he was doing the, you know, the You're Fired thing. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
What was the show he used to do?
The Apprentice.
Apprentice, yeah, when he was doing that. She was there.
Douchey
and then
show.
she was right there at the beginning of that. At the beginning of his presidency, too. But he brought her on board.
Oh, that's fucking whack.
Yeah. Well, Candace Owens is pretty much 2.0. And you got to understand, bro, if you're at that point, you no matter what your issues are, there's a part in there of you that doesn't like black people. I can definitely say this because I don't like a lot of black people. I think I made that clear. Yeah. But, you know, because we do a lot of dumb shit. But look, I don't like a lot of people. It's not just black people, but like I have an affinity for us because I'm black, and I don't like when we're painted in all these fucking corners. And she's that type of person, that paints us into a corner, like a person who truly hates black people. And so everything that they profess and everything that they say that they're fighting for, you're against, blah, 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 and vote for Trump. Kind of like Kanye West.
Yeah, kind of an Uncle Tom ass.
Well, that's the thing. That's not even fair to him. Because Uncle Tom was a good guy.
That's true, he was, though, right? Uncle Tom
he was. Like, fuck black people for saying that he wasn't.
Is Uncle
Tom?
They
don't even know what he was.
Is that Thomas Sowell? Is that who they're referring to as Uncle Tom? Or is that someone even further back?
It literally comes from the book Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Okay.
Written by Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Okay.
And there was a character, Uncle Tom, in there who his first slave masters, his first overseers, whatever, were really kind to him, and then something ended up happening with their estate. Like one of them ended up dying. He ended up being sold off. He got sold to another place where one of the women in there was she was like a light-skinned woman, and so the master of that place was having an affair with her. But she was also like Tom could tell that she was being it was fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember if the wife knew or whatever. But at some point he was like, "This living here is going to be too much for you. So, do you want to leave?" And he helped her escape.
Oh damn.
And the way they did it was, he actually sent her to the attic because actually the master's wife ended up dying. So he sent her to the attic and then was just like, "Hey, just keep wearing the fucking rouge and blah blah blah. So if he ever sees you, he'll think you're a ghost." So one time he saw her, he thought it was his wife's ghost. So he never went up to the attic, and so she stayed up there for a while until they stopped sending out the dogs and everything, and then she fucking escaped. All right, but now the master was fucking whipping Tom, trying to figure out where she'd gone. I remember So he was whipping him, trying to figure out where she'd gone, and Tom he was like, "Did you help her escape?" And Tom was like, "Yes, I helped her escape." And he said, "You're going to tell me where?" Tell me. And he was whipping him, and he was like, "I'm not going to tell you where." And he pretty much got whipped to death.
Holy fuck! So he sacrificed himself for that girl.
Much, man. But because he was kind to his first masters, because they were, by all accounts, even though they were slave masters, they were good people in that era. You got to understand, everyone's situation is fucked up. Some people are born into these situations.
True.
Yeah. So
for
him, they were good people. And then he saw another master that wasn't. He helped that slave escape. Literally told the master, "I helped her escape, and I'm not telling you." He's like, "I'm going to kill you if you don't." He was like, "Well, do what you got to do." And because of that, black people call him a bitch.
Wow.
How pathetic is that for us? When you think about it.
Nah, a lot of the black community can be pretty hypocritical. I feel like a lot of local people out here, same thing. A lot of white people, I'm sorry, hope I don't get canceled for talking all this. Yeah, a lot of local people can be very, very hypocritical too. Yo, man, I see y'all do some walking contradictory shit sometimes too. So.
Indeed, bro, we all do. But I think it's not even about us calling each other out. It's about us accepting that. Yeah, that's a part of a lot of our culture too.
Definitely. Definitely.
When someone says it, just be like, yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, for sure.
It doesn't mean I did it.
Yeah.
I'm not the fucking guy that was right there, and me admitting it doesn't make me worse. No. But then again, that's the same thing with people trying to claim fucking extra things, man, black people fucking invented. Right? No, you work at Speedway, you work at Foodland. Why don't you stop talking about what black people did? You didn't do shit. You live with your mama. Shut up. Always trying to claim that extra shit.
Yeah.
Shit gets on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
would you have started a fucking band if you were like, well, my mama fucking no. You were like, I'm about to go do some shit because I want to live my life.
Mm-hmm. Definitely want to live my life and I, have some kind of release,
Yeah,
kind of creative outlet. Because
a productive one
productive one, right? Yeah.
if we can. Like, come on.
A lot of other aspects of life kind of suck. You gotta find those little pockets that are fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, don't worry, man. We cut out dead air, or I should say, I cut out.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I cut out dead air.
Yeah, I'm not worried about getting canceled. We're just speaking our minds here.
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't give a fuck nowadays.
Don't get me wrong. I swear, there's probably shit in here that I probably will.
Oh, that's okay.
At some point, if it ever fucking gets to over 100 people, then yes, it probably will be canceled.
Okay.
Someone's going to be like, well, I mean, this does not, my daughter of the 37th generation of the non-binary fucking committee of blah, blah, blahs, does not agree. And then I'll be canceled for that from fucking octopus, man, woman, child, they, them, their, that.
Oh.
Thus.
Oh, man.
I'll be canceled. I'll be canceled for that.
Yeah, that one person might just do it.
All of them. Or one of them. Or all together. Amen.
Amen.
Or if I by saying that, am I dissing the fucking non-binary god of them, thus, that, there?
Oh, no.
Bitch. Datum. Dadu. Whatever it is.
So I'm happy I grew up watching South Park, man. It made me my humor, be able to roast all sides, not just, stick to my own side.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Definitely shaped my sense of humor a lot.
It's like, yeah, I believe in God, but I'm pretty sure you got a sense of humor. I mean, look at the world.
Yeah,
it's quite humorous.
It's quite humorous. It really is, dude.
Quite funny. You think about it.
I hope he's sitting there laughing himself.
I hope so. And shaking his head and pounding the table, too. Everything that we all do. Because it's pretty nuts. It's pretty great.
Oh, man.
You watching any good shows lately?
Recently? Listen, I've been getting into... I'll tell you one episode in. Then I made one. I liked Chainsaw Man. That was really cool.
The anime one, yeah, you were telling me about.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Been digging that. I watched another anime kind of recently. It was on Netflix. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That was pretty cool.
Bro, you're like in the dark scene.
Yeah. It was from that video game that flopped, Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever.
Hopefully it's someone that watches this does. I have no idea.
It's whatever. Honestly, it looked super cool from the freaking trailers, but it was a total bomb. It was marketed like it was going to be like a futuristic GTA.
Yeah.
But it looked fucking sick. Like, I even got the game for Christmas a couple years back, but I played it and it has like a million fucking glitches.
So a lot of people were just getting shot and killed and everything. Like GTA?
It's kind of like that. It's like really complex though. It's like one of those nerd games that I can't really get into. You can't just smoke some weed and casually play it. You gotta be really focused. You gotta get all the details. Like, this is no fun. But it had like a million glitches when it came out. But that anime was based off the universe from it, so that was cool. I liked it way more than the actual game.
Yeah.
And then that was cool. And besides that, I've been loving the new Beavis and Butthead episodes.
Oh, really?
They brought that shit back.
I heard that shit was going to be back.
Dude.
I haven't been on it.
It's been back.
Well, I wasn't even really on it before. I saw a few episodes. I saw the movie. I just remember the Bungaleo shit.
Yeah. You still doing that?
Okay.
I've been digging that pretty heavy. That's like this new episode weekly. About a couple weeks. Maybe about a couple months in now. I've been digging it. It's super funny. It's exactly the same as the old one, but they update it in little ways here and there. and they switch the timeline sometimes. Like there's episodes where they're still young, but then there's episodes where they're also like in their 40s,
Right.
and all washed up and drunk and fucking sloppy and shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
Which is exactly
Yeah, that's exactly what you knew their future was going to be when you watched it in the past, right? So
yeah,
it's kind of funny.
yeah, dude.
That
So you didn't watch the new like Game of Thrones?
not yet. I've been meaning to. I haven't come around to it yet. Have you watched that?
Yes.
Is it pretty brutal like the old ones?
Yes.
Nice. I'll definitely check it out at some
Yes.
point.
All right. Obviously, the old ones have a lot more room for dynamic to be developed. You know, even though the last 2 seasons, everyone says, you know, the development went to shit. But, you know, the first 5. So this is just one. But within that one already, bro.
It's fucking gnarly,
It's
I'm sure.
pretty, yeah.
It's a prequel, right?
It's the prequel.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So it's after, like, you know, they always talk about in Game of Thrones how fucking Aegon came and like united the 7 kingdoms.
Mhm.
So this is after that, but like,
damn.
so it's like 100 years after that. But there was
damn,
300 years between when he did that and when Game of Thrones started.
I see.
So this is like 200 years before Game of Thrones
So in
started.
between both events.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
that's
like 200
sweet.
years before it
Sounds-
started. So yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I
check
think
that
his grandson is the king when this starts. I think.
He's the main character.
Well, he's the king.
I see.
Everyone's the main character in
That's
this.
true.
There's no one that you know like that even is fucking in this shit. They're all pretty good actors.
Sure.
But there's no one that you know.
Nice.
It's like
No characters from the old series.
no.
That's too far. That's true. That's
No,
too
yeah,
far ahead.
All the same like houses and shit.
Nice.
You know, like all the same. You know, like you have the Lannisters. You got the fucking. Well, then you have a couple of other houses like the Strongs, but then like in the High Towers, but then there's still there's like Harrenhal is still there. Fucking. Pretty sure there's some Starks. There's Lannisters. I might have already said that. You know, there's a bunch of those other old names. I can't remember all that shit. Like, all that shit people nerd out about, you know.
I definitely got. Yeah, I got to rewatch the old ones too. I've watched a fair share of the old ones, but I didn't follow very consistently. Like I probably skipped some episodes here and there. I think I gotta watch the whole 5, 6 seasons.
Man.
through.
Oh, bro, yeah. I watched literally every episode. But there's just so much shit.
It's a lot.
And I'm saying, like, I don't know how I remembered all of the names from the old series because it's so hard now to remember all the names. It's just one season. It's so fucking hard to remember their names, bro. Like, all right, I don't know. All right, that's the princess. That's right. That's Rhaenyra. Yep. That's her dad, Viserys. And then after that, I'm done. I have no idea. Like, I'm lost.
That's Prince Gallineris.
Yeah, that's Prince Anastakolopoulos. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're all the same. They're all Anastakolopoulos 2, 3, and 4. I have no fucking idea.
They're all fucking crazy too, right?
You know, all the names
Crazy
are,
killers.
you know. And they're also close to, like, regular names, but none of them are regular names.
No. Not the kind of names you hear nowadays.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's Lucy. Short for Lucerys and Rag.
Yeah.
What? Oh, fuck. Now you just confused me. Now I forgot all y'all. I remember 2. Then you just said his real name. Now I don't remember any of you.
How is it? Is the whole season done, or is they doing it like a weekly sort of thing?
A weekly.
Oh, I see. So it's
Yeah, it's not
almost
like
done.
Netflix is the only one that just blasts you with a whole fucking season.
Dumps it all
just
at once.
Boom, all the time. But this is HBO Max, so
I see. So they do it
yeah,
weekly for probably a month or 2.
yeah, probably it's been about a month and a half, I think. Yeah, about 8 episodes.
So I'm guessing they're gonna do like a full 10
Probably,
weeks,
probably 10.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right. 10 episodes.
and they did that with there's another one, the fucking Rings of Power.
That's the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah,
right?
that's the Lord of the Rings one.
I heard that
Yeah.
was bad.
Yeah, no.
Bummer, man. But I like Lord of the Rings quite a bit.
Well,
but
no, look, if you, I think for what it's supposed to be, They could have done a better job, but it's definitely supposed to be like a build to something.
Is it also a prequel?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it
it's like 3,000 years.
Oh, holy shit!
In the past.
So no.
It's when Galadriel was a child.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any characters from the series we all know in it?
Galadriel.
Oh, okay, Galadriel. Which one's it again? I haven't
that was Kate Blanchett. That was Kate Blanchett's character.
Okay.
Was Galadriel, and then the guy that plays Agent Smith,
Hugo Weaving.
He plays, what's his name? I can't remember what his name.
Oh yeah. I forget his name too, but I know exactly which character you're talking about.
Him. Yeah, he's in that. His young self, not him, but like
That's like his young
the character he plays. Yeah,
holy shit
is in that. So they're both young. The one who actually keeps the ring, he's in that.
Gollum?
No. Like originally that kills Sauron. That guy.
Oh yeah, who the fuck was that guy again?
Isildur. His name is Isildur. Like he's in the very beginning when why the fuck can I remember his name?
I can't remember the names either, dude. I had to go back and watch all those old movies too.
It's all like Arendor or like
there's a lot, man.
Gryffindor has some shit and whatever.
I think I even read one or two of the books.
Elrond. His name is Elrond. It's Elrond. So he was like, I was there 3,000 years ago. So he was there when the first rings were made. So was Galadriel, and that's Kate Blanchett's character. So the dad, and then I think there's a couple of other cities or some shit that most people don't even fucking remember. Most people don't fucking know what that shit was. Pretty sure they probably mentioned it, but we don't know what that shit. The city of Garisha Blamador, Gonorrhea-dor, like fucking whatever the fuck.
So man, I think I even read one or two of the books back when I was a teenager too, but man, it's so blurry. I'd have to just go back and watch the movies at this point. I loved all the movies though, for sure. Yeah. And The Hobbit. I grew up with all that shit. For sure.
I grew up with The Hobbit. Mm-hmm. I remember The Hobbit.
Yeah, I remember the cartoons as well.
Yeah. And it was the old fucking. It was always the old fuck. It was Gollum, and Bilbo Baggins, and the old wizards, Gandalf. Mm-hmm. Those are the characters I remember.
Which I remember the most. Yeah, Frodo, of course. All that shit. Well, Frodo was
not later, Frodo. Right? Yeah, it was Bilbo. Bilbo was the Hobbit.
Yeah, Bilbo. No,
Frodo was after. Baggins. Yeah.
It's crazy. Maybe I'll give Rings of Power a try, but I've heard mostly bad reviews, so I'm kind of.
I imagine.
Most of my buddies.
But don't listen. And by the way, you would be one of the ones giving a bad review because you're like that.
Yeah.
You're one of those people that's like no. You're one of the first to be like no.
Yeah. If it sucks, I'll just say it sucks.
But even if it might not possibly suck, if there was something in it, you still won't give it a fucking shot. Which I've noticed, I mean, hey, they should do better. But I'm saying, bro, sometimes, don't make it be always to your standards.
Sure.
Every time, it's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair as a review that's your standards either.
Yeah. I try to be objective, but at the same time, they're still supposed to entertain you. Mm-hmm. So, think about that. But no, just knowing you, Eliot, you probably wouldn't like it. But I would say, watch it anyway.
I'll give it a chance.
It
looks pretty interesting.
And then even watch it, and then the next time you're on here, you can totally bash it. You just have a little segment where you're bashing it.
I have been caught off guard by some of these little side series. I fucking hate the new Star Wars trilogy. I will shit on that endlessly. But I've been digging all the side stuff they've been doing, like Mandalorian and the Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that shit. I've actually been digging that. So once in a while, I get caught off guard.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Like, a lot of people are even saying that about, like, the fucking Avengers things.
I gotta check those as
like,
well.
Like WandaVision and fucking, there's the one with Loki.
I heard about that too. I haven't
Yeah.
checked those yet. Those look
Actually, Loki was good.
It was good?
And,
okay.
and Owen Wilson is in that. And, like, he plays this, like, it's not unfortunate, but, like, uncharacteristic cerebral character where he's just like, oh yeah, so how's that working out for you? And this is like, it's just breaking Loki down. And I'm just like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now this is good.
I'll check that.
Yeah.
It's on. Is that on Netflix? It's on
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I know.
I gotta re-download that, man. I did the trial. I didn't do the full month.
I did the full thing, so I got it for the year.
Oh, nice. It's probably worth it. They got a lot of sick shit on there, like even non-Disney related.
Yeah, you know, most of the shit in there don't, you know, no need.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, they've got other Marvel movies, which honestly, man, you know what? As I'm thinking about it right now, I don't know if all of that shit's really working.
I still gotta catch up on some of the Marvel movies too. I've been out the loop with a lot of the newer ones. They do look cool. Like I've been meaning to.
They are cool. They are cool. They are cool, man. You know, but everything now is like attached to some type of message.
Some kind of like political bias to it. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It really
sometimes.
kind of just, it's annoying.
A lot of those newer movies they're doing that, man. It's kind of lame. I know. I like it. Movies didn't really have a political bias. You know, it's just a piece of art, just a movie. You know.
They did. We just didn't know about it. Like they always did. You know.
True. A lot of times
there was even the cartoons. You know, Pepe Le Pew. You know, being the fucking skunk. You know. He smelled nasty. He was a skunk. He had a French accent. Everyone knows that fucking Paris smells like ass cheese. You know, like that was what they were doing with that. You know, and they did with the Asian characters. You know, they always did these things subtly within the Looney Tunes and fucking cartoon world.
It's hard to tell when you're a little kid and you go back and watch that shit as an adult and catch a lot of shit.
Like the Power Rangers with the fucking, you know. I'll start with the most subtle one, the Pink Ranger being the fucking little dolly girl, like, yeah. That was the original Power Rangers. And the Yellow Ranger being Asian.
Yeah.
And the Black Ranger being black.
Oh, man.
Like, I mean, they didn't even try to hide those. They just went right there.
Is that right there? Right?
You know, and he's all dancing. You know, he's got the fucking, he's always, you know, he's dancing. He's got the boombox.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Black Ranger.
He's got the boombox on the side like that.
Yeah.
90s style, yeah.
That's fucked up. It was flagrant.
It's subtly
they did.
True.
But it's actually funny. Like, to me, it's funny.
It is kind of funny.
But it's still fucked up.
Yeah. That's true.
When you think about it.
You go back and watch some of those old Disney movies, yeah, for sure. All those old cartoons, there is some kind of like there is some racist shit going on in some of those shows for sure.
Yeah,
like God, what was that one Disney cartoon? I used to watch it when I was a kid. Aristocats.
Oh.
Remember they had the Siamese kitten? I was like, oh, fortune cookie always wrong.
Yeah.
I went back and watched that show with my nephews a few years back. I was catching some little racial subtleties here. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, man.
That's fucked up.
That's fucking, you know, but like, all right, but it also goes to something I generally say, and that's racism. It's hilarious as long as it's not physical.
Yep.
Like when it's being talked about, if only that's where it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Just being talked about, like to me, that shit's hilarious. Like everything we just talked about, that's funny.
Yeah.
You know? But then people take that shit seriously and they start fucking shooting up shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for those stances. Oh, you know, this made my kid feel blah, you know. And all that bullshit. And that's where it becomes serious.
Yeah. People get out of control.
But now, is it wrong to say that if those people are, you know, that serious about it, that maybe we should consider a hard line in eugenics? Meaning, those people are disturbed, and fundamentally, there's something wrong with it. If you think that someone's saying something about somebody being brown or making a joke about a Siamese cat and that being bad for Asians, maybe eugenically you are not inclined to further our species in the best way. I'm saying maybe we should consider getting rid of you. No offense.
Y'all's sense of humor is soft.
I'm saying you're softer, and you're making our society soft.
Very true. People forgot how to have a goddamn sense of humor nowadays.
You didn't know where I was going with that, did you? You were like, "Oh, what is he doing? What is he even talking about?" That's my eugenics argument. You know, if you can't handle it, maybe we don't need you. We need more people that can laugh about it and still be able to fucking take a shit and chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Go outside and do some work. Like, oh, that was racist and quite hilarious. Now I'm gonna go to work. We need a little bit of that. These motherfuckers fucking I can't even think straight because they said something about blah blah blah. This flower is the same color as my skin, and now I have to think. What are you fucking
people? Yeah, people fucking lost their sense of humor nowadays, man.
People have lost their sanity, and yes, with it, their sense of humor.
Yeah, it's sad. That's why it's great when you watch a lot of older comedies and a lot of older stand-up. You're like, oh yeah, you couldn't even say this nowadays. You get canceled.
Yeah. But I swear, bro, there's some people out there still saying some foul shit.
Definitely. Some people still pushing buttons.
And if you ask me, some part of that foul shit is like some of the shit that we're not even supposed to be able to say, or like some of the shit that, like, I mean, we're talking about in schools, 7-year-olds talking about cutting off their dicks. Is that not more foul than anything you could possibly hear?
Yeah, it's
in the fucking mainstream? Like, what?
It's a
put them in the sandbox.
It's a strange world we're living in.
He's supposed to be putting the sand in the bucket.
Yeah.
With the thing. He's not supposed to be talking about anything. The only thing his dick is supposed to be used for is piss. Piss! Right now.
Yeah, let the boy turn 18, then decide, right?
At least let him start thinking about it right now. You're pulling him out of the sandbox saying, do you want your dick or not? Mm-hmm. Do you want your pussy lips or not?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? They're 7.
It's pretty strange, man.
Give her the Barbies. Or even, hey, even if she wants the fucking, you know, the other doll, you know, with the things, give her that. But don't give her the knife to cut off her pussy lips. Don't do that. She's 8.
8 years old, man.
Stop letting the fact that you don't know what you are and how insecure you are determine how you want to affect these kids. If you haven't figured out what you are, that's fine. Yeah. Let us all adults help us figure those things out.
Oh, definitely.
But let the kids live a kid's life.
Yeah, let a kid be a freaking kid. They'll figure it out on their own, whatever they're into, you know, in their teenage years, 20s, you know, yeah.
And if that's controversial, then this is like opposite Puritanism, bro.
It's fucking strange,
you know, to the point that we're literally trying to destroy anyone that is trying to have a sober thought.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's a pretty insane world that we're living in.
Everyone should smoke some more weed.
Yeah. Really.
That being said.
Take a little hit.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Mm-hmm. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling pretty good for the most part.
You're not doing too bad. Like this
could be better.
This is not you at your most natural, definitely. You know, but we're still pulling it off.
Doing all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of, you know, I'm kind of on the broke end of finances right now, so I've been a little bummed about that. But
me too.
Besides that, life's not too bad. It's pretty good for the most part.
Bro, side of finances. I mean, I should write a book called The Broke Side of Finances. I mean, we're just right there a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Getting by paycheck to paycheck, but I'm sure I'll figure it out, whatever. Just gotta get another stupid ass job.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, man. You know. And I've given up on thinking that this shit is gonna fucking do any goddamn thing. At least while I'm still alive. But
never know, man. Maybe one day someone will notice you and be like, "Hey, I see potential."
I see potential. We'll be like, "Oh, he died in 2027. It's 2032. We're really happy that you figured that out, but he's been dead."
He's been dead since then.
For fucking half a decade. Glad you know. Glad you know. Oh, fuck, bro. Yeah.
You've been doing this, what, a couple of years now?
Oh, just a little over a year now.
Oh, okay. 40 episodes. 41, you said, right? Nah, as of now.
Yeah, this will be 41.
Not bad.
You know.
Still trying. Hey, you never know. I mean, the whole Joe Rogan thing started off pretty small time, right?
Yeah, and they're, you know, they weren't, like, they say they weren't trying to make money, but, like, I believe that partially. I never believe anyone just tried to start something like, yeah, we're just going to do it. And then if it never panned out, like, they would just keep doing that. No. You're making money. You're doing it. That's what's happening. Like, stop yourself with that bullshit. Yeah, you got to be having fun. Fuck you. Every one of you motherfuckers had a shelf life on the time you knew that, like, at some point, some of you were like, hey, yo, this isn't panning out. What am I going to do? Like, that's generally the story I've heard. And all these motherfuckers saying that shit, too. They all have that story. Like, saying, oh, it's got to be about, like, something you love. What? Who's ever worked at Safeway? You think any of them love it?
No.
Who's ever worked at most things they ever work at? You think any of them love it? It's not about the shit you love. You're trying to make money. So if this shit that you're doing wasn't producing anything for you, you wouldn't even love it.
Sure.
So stop with all your love.
Yeah.
And talk about the money. That's what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
You know? Now, so I say I'm going to keep doing this regardless. But who knows? Like, if we're in 5 years and I've got 35 fucking views on a thing, I might consider throwing this shit out the window. Literally. You know, but hey, if it's more than that, then okay.
Fun to have some friends on, shoot the shit. Sometimes you just gotta vent too, right? You know?
Yeah.
That's why podcasting can be
I like having like, it's my studio, it's in my room, you know. Even if I'm a piece of shit, like, I can just fucking whip this together if I really need to and fucking have someone over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
You know, so.
Funny how you were talking about the whole job thing. I saw this hilarious meme where someone's asking, "Oh, why do you think you're qualified for this job?" And it showed Dave Chappelle and it's like, "Nigga, I'm broke."
That's why.
I feel like saying that when I go for a job interview sometimes. Like, they ask me, "Why are you qualified?" Like, "Nigga, I'm broke."
I'm broke. So I'll do the job.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're still doing construction, right?
Well, carpentry.
Carpentry. That's fucking pretty cool, though.
Yeah, my boss is on here.
He's on one of your episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wow.
How'd that episode go?
Good.
Good.
I mean, but just look at my face and understand that at some point we're going to have a sequel.
Okay, I'll be sure to watch that episode.
With or without him.
Oh,
and I'm just saying, I have been refraining from being a dick. And the reason why I'm saying that right now is because, you know, everything has a shelf life. Mm. And I don't think me and him are going that much longer.
Oh, like just as working in general?
Yeah.
Might be time soon?
It was time a while ago. I think I might just be lazy.
Shit, man.
And then I don't want to go back to saying, what do you want with your fries?
True. Man, yeah, restaurant biz freaking sucks, right?
Because that's what I'm going back into if I'm not working with this clown.
Yeah.
Is that shit.
And, I'm almost considering getting back into it, but I'm dreading it, thinking about it. It's like, oh man, I do not want to talk to people.
No, bro. Just no.
Yeah, I hate people.
Like, I don't mind talking to people when I want to. Not when I have to.
You don't have to, right? You know, put on that freaking fake smile all day. Oh, God.
Just sitting there, bro, fucking, it's fucking shucking and jiving, my dude. I might as well be picking cotton. Had enough. What are we doing?
I'm kind of in a similar boat. Like, I'm already working at a hotel at the moment. What I'm doing is actually not bad. It's like almost like more of a security gig, so I don't talk to people a whole lot, but I'm on the fence about switching to either waiting or bartending. I see how much money these fucking fools make.
Right.
But I don't know. It's an equal trade, man.
Yes.
I know. It's like,
it's
man,
the money because you know you're going to make the money.
I know. I probably would. I'd probably make, because if all these other retards can make bank, I can too.
Exactly.
It's also like, fuck, man. Do I really want to talk to people all day?
Yeah, we're like, how many times, like, am I just gonna go home and like be like, all right, well, is this the day? Like, I've had enough. Fucking no.
But you waited with David, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. That was fun too. But then it was David. And by the way, every time that wasn't fun with him.
Was it fun waiting with him?
Sometimes. Sometimes you wanted to put him through one of those ceiling fans.
Oh, God. Did he try and get into intellectual bear mode on you?
No, it was more so. He was more of a Biff.
I see.
Back to the Future. He was more of a Biff, like, make like a tree and get out of here. Make like a tree and leave, you fucking idiot. You know, like he was more of that at the restaurant, and then when we would get off, then he tried to be intellectual, and neither one of them worked. Both of them were pretty annoying. He was entertaining, though. He was entertaining. There's something about him that was enduring. I don't know.
He is entertaining, for sure.
Yeah.
I can see how working with him can be kind of fun, but then kind of horrible, too.
Yeah. But you remember, like, the night where he slapped both of us in the face?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
He slapped both of us in the face.
That was fucked up, man.
You know. And neither one of us beat him up or anything.
No.
I think you slightly pushed him back.
I did. I think I gave him a little kick to the side or something. He fell down, too. It was kind of funny. As much as he talks about boxing and being tough and all.
Yeah. Then we all got home safe.
Yeah, good thing, right?
You know? Like, I mean, but yeah.
He was pissing us off. He was pissing us both off that night for sure.
Yeah, he was being I went to a strip club. I don't like going to strip clubs.
I hate strip clubs, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like paying to
watch.
watch
A bunch of lonely losers.
Yeah.
Who were about 3 days away from, gun to mouth.
Mm-hmm. There's some weird people in there too,
you know, hoping that some fucking woman who hates being where she's at fucking likes them.
Yeah.
And if I give her $17, she'll like me.
She'll kind of like me for like.
Oh my God!
10
what
minutes.
A pathetic life.
That's pretty pathetic, man.
Who the fuck would ever want to go to a strip club?
It's horrible, and you just go home with blue balls. You just go home feeling all horny and even shittier than you did before you went in.
Right. So why not go there? Go home, jerk off, and go to sleep.
Just go home, jerk off, go to sleep. I'd much rather do that than go to a strip club.
Seems like the fucking fix all to me.
That's fine.
You know,
going to the strip club is like paying to watch someone eat a nice burrito or a burger.
Right,
or something,
just sitting there.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Like while you're licking cardboard.
Yeah, dude.
Has burrito scent on it.
Fucking horrible. Yeah, nothing about it does anything for me.
No, it's horrid.
I remember he always wanted to go to strip clubs and shit, that guy, right? And I didn't get that, man. Didn't understand.
It was so weird, though. It was like, he wasn't even like traditional strip club guy, like, go there, like put your cap in the fucking girl's cooch, have her fucking do that with the thing, and then put it back in there. Like, he would go there and just cause trouble.
Yep, he would. He would
just go there and just cause problems.
Be really shitty, man.
Just rude to the strippers. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
I know.
I still don't necessarily understand.
He did some shit that made me scared that we were going to get kicked out. There were a couple of times we went in there, like, oh man, this guy's gonna get like the big Samoan security guards to kick us out.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like,
if you don't want to say it, then it's fine.
He did. I remember he did something really. I mean, I probably don't want to say it, but he did something really rude to one of the strippers. I remember one time when we went. I think he like threw $1 at her, and she was dancing in his face, and he was like, "Oh man, dog, it's a good way to get us killed, bro."
Oh shit!
Gonna get us fucking killed in this place, dog.
That's also hilarious. but yeah, definitely a way to get you killed.
Oh man. Yeah. Funny for him, man, is it gets all on his social justice, intellectual bear shit, right? But then he's super misogynistic sometimes. I don't know. That's the funny thing with that guy. I don't get his ways.
Eliot, I don't think he gets his ways.
I don't think he does either.
From day to day, bro.
Like shit, dog. You're pretty shitty towards women. Like I won't even reenact a lot of stuff you do. God damn.
So.
Funny times though.
Good times.
So that was like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Mahu Bear Adventures.
Oh god, the Mahu Bear. How the fuck did you even name it? Like you totally named that.
He was
You're like the Tom Pump. Top of the Mahu Bear fucking wonder.
I still got his same contact.
Bro, oh my god.
Big Dad, Uncle Tom, the Mahu Bear wonder. Still got it. Every it comes to my phone, it pops up.
Oh my god, bro.
Still
that shit just flew out of your mouth.
That was
so fucking funny. Oh my god, I just spit. It just flew out of your mouth, man. Oh my god. I was crying.
It's because he used to rip on me endlessly, dude. I took it for many years, and then one day I just started striking back, and then he kind of changed his tone a little bit. He gets actually kind of butthurt sometimes because I rip him too hard.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But he's turned into kind of a bitch.
I know, man. He's got all.
I'm pretty sure these stories need context, and I'm sorry that they don't have them, guys, but. Just sometimes listen to the banter, and enjoy that someone's talking to you while you're on your way to your fucking job, riding down the fucking midnight turnpike, wherever the fuck you're at. Like it would have just been bad anyway. At least you're listening to some people talk some shit about their fucking old homies. And even your homies, you don't even know what they're doing anyway. You know what I mean? All y'all just talk a little bit of shit about them, and you're just like, I don't know, man. Like what they're doing. Oh, yeah, he wore the beanbag, and everyone's just talking some shit. So just enjoy. Just fucking enjoy. It's a little banter.
Yeah.
I promise. If you subscribe, at some point, all of this will make sense.
At some point, it'll all make sense.
Yeah.
We ever somehow got David on here, it would make even more sense.
Yeah, it would make even more sense. It would make even more nonsense, really, is actually. But you probably laugh. It'd be funnier than watching Ellen dance.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be funnier than that.
If you ever managed to get me and David on here, that would be a riot.
Yeah. Or you just on a good day when you're just popping off.
True.
At the mouth.
Some days I am popping, right?
Yeah.
Today I'm a mellow moment. Though. Some days I am just fucking popping off.
Yeah, you didn't realize. I mean, you wanted to do this, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, we've been talking about this for some weeks.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean today that you came in super prepared. Like, we've both been living life since then.
For sure.
But, like, I expect at some point for you to have a really bad day or a really good day.
One of the two.
I'm hoping for a bad one. Have a really bad day and you're just like, I need to come in and get some shit off my chest.
Oh, for sure. That, if I end up getting a new job, that probably will happen really soon. So.
And it's like, hey, it's fine. I've got fucking 17 listeners. It's fine. No one's going to hear even what you're saying. Like, you could totally come in and put this shit on the air. No one's even going to know what you're saying. You think it's going to get back to whoever you're talking to? No, not for another fucking 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
They'll try and cancel me after 8 years.
Yeah, well, shit, by that time I'll be dead, so it's fine. So it's fine.
See if I'm alive in 8 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have caught me last weekend. I had a bad day at work last week and shit. I probably was popping that day.
Yeah.
That day sucked. I won't go into too hard details. I'm pretty past it now. But when you work at a place that's understaffed and really cheap, yeah, there's some bad days.
No doubt.
I know restaurants. I know a restaurant you worked at probably did that too, where they're understaffed and they're just not fucking hiring anybody.
Yeah, we had those times. Yeah,
Okay.
no doubt. Have to work a lot of extra shifts.
Extra shifts, do things out of your job description.
We had this really fat fucking AGM who was just, he was a piece of shit just because he was fat. And he hated life because he was fat.
Oh man.
And then when we lost a few people because things were shitty, and so we all had to take on more work, then he just became shitty because he was fat, and then because of that. So it was just added stress. Like he gets up in the morning, and by the time he looks in the mirror, he's already ready to kill the world. Like he's already seen just his eyes. His head is so fat he can't even see both sides of his face.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Let alone he hasn't seen his dick in 13 years.
Oh, that sucks, man.
So, he's coming to work on fire.
He's already just hating life the second he wakes up.
He's coming to work on fucking fire.
And
you just got to deal with that. And then everyone there needs to keep their job. Why? Because they probably already just got fired from another job that they hated, just like this one.
Yep.
And so this is probably their last leg, so we got to keep the job.
Yeah.
So we just got to listen to the fat man
speak.
Run his mouth.
Man.
And just say whatever. Like he would tell girls like, hey, maybe you should wear some makeup.
Oh, whoa. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
That's just as bad as telling a girl to smile.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, like, he was a true piece of shit.
Man, yeah, that's a fucking
Yeah. Yeah, he was magical.
I'm sure he was pretty entertaining and funny a lot of times, though, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially in the few times when a customer was just so egregious and then he would fire back at them, which only happened like twice.
That's always funny.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So,
I wish I could remember some of the things he said because it was entertaining. But yeah.
I'm sure usually people in the restaurant biz got some pretty vulgar shit to say for sure.
Yeah.
Or a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Restaurant biz, I know. There's like so many horrible times, but there's a couple little good things you can recollect from restaurant days.
Because, it's the people too, bro. Like,
people make it funny.
People make things funny as much as they make things shitty.
Yep.
Like that's the reality of people.
Yeah.
In pretty much every situation you find yourself in.
Definitely.
There's going to be the people that make things shitty.
Yeah.
And the people that make things fucking, bearable, and the ones that make it fucking awesome and probably hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to have that fucking dichotomy.
That's kind of how my last restaurant experience was. All the chefs I worked with were super funny, but our sous chef was he was funny too, but he was kind of a dickhead sometimes too. Like, he would talk to us like a fucking drill sergeant. Like, it was really serious. Like, all right, bitches. All right, ladies. We're fucking cooking today. Don't fuck it up. Like, you're like, whoa, man. You really take your job seriously.
Yeah. And that right there is no good.
Well, when he wasn't there, it was fucking clown time.
Right.
Like, it was like that movie Waiting. Like, that's a kind of... We wouldn't fucking poison anyone's food. We did not put pubes in anyone's food or anything like that, but...
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, luckily no one pissed us off to that kind of rate. But we would do some funny shit. Like, I remember one guy had a chicken, and he's fucking shaping it. He's making it look like a fucking vagina for a sec. He's like opening it and closing it and shit. It's like the most stupid shit, dog. Like 40-year-old dudes, like dudes that are probably 20 years older than me, making these fucking dirty jokes. Man, I do kind of miss that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking funny.
Or sometimes I can get clubs of meat. There's this one new kid that was working the dish pit. Or I'd get them all scared. I'd be like, "Oh, look at this meat, man! It's so hot!" I'd smack it up. Like, "Oh, look at that! Oh, baby!" get them all fucking scared and shit.
Yeah, dog.
I mean, do some fucking funny shit in there, dude.
Yeah, there's always the fucking shit that makes the world go round in those fucking things.
Shaping burgers, I'd be like, "Come on, man, smack that bitch up a little bit." I'm fucking sick. Like, you crushing the beef. I do miss some of that.
Yeah.
At restaurant. I haven't not a whole lot of front of the house, man. I'm sure that's just as vulgar too.
Well, I mean, it's more so just the shit you talk.
Yeah, you talk a lot of shit.
You talk a
all
lot
day.
of shit.
For sure.
And sometimes, like, you have shit between you and even the customers. Like, sometimes you have some cool customers. Like, sometimes you have cool customers even, like, between you and them and, like, fucking some of the other workers.
Mm.
Like, you'll have a cool customer who doesn't like a worker that you don't like.
Mm.
And like, y'all talk shit about them. That's not... That's frowned upon.
That's
But it happens.
Throwing the shade on your coworkers.
Yeah, but they're like, I had this fucker, and you're like,
I agree. That guy kind of sucks.
And then every time they come in, that's a little thing. Like they'll throw some shade, blah blah blah. They'll throw you an extra tip. The only thing that that anyone needs to know is that they throw you an extra tip.
Yeah.
They don't need to know. They don't need to know the personal banter.
I'm definitely totally guilty of that.
Yeah.
Talking shit with a guest or customer about a certain coworker I don't care for.
Because we're all human. It happens.
Yeah, for sure. I do that at work sometimes because what I'm doing now, it's like pool attendant / security. So sometimes they try to make us cop people and kick them out and shit. But sometimes I'll see a group of like some really hot European women walk in or something. I'll be like, oh, go confront them. Like, why do you want to confront these girls, man? I'll go talk to them. I'll just kind of be like, hey, they're trying to make me like police you and kick you out. Personally, I don't give a shit, but then just watch out for that guy over there. He's really a lot more by the book.
Yeah.
I'll just casually throw the shade on a coworker sometimes at my job, so I don't get what you're talking about.
Happens sometimes.
Sometimes people are just fucking straight chilling too, and I know they're already spending $1 million out in Waikiki. Like, I don't really want to kick them out, Like, what? They're probably buying a drink, whatever. They're not guests. Fucking so what, But
Indeed.
I definitely will casually throw shade at other coworkers for some of the shit they try to make me do.
Hey man, we're all human.
Yeah.
And life is complicated. That's all I have to say. Life is complicated, and a lot of, like, we all say things that we regret, which is why I try not to regret most things, because honestly, who gives a fuck? Most people I know have thrown shade at me. I've thrown shade at most people I know, probably every one of them.
Yeah.
And guess what? It is what it is. Like, who gives a fuck? We all still have to fucking live our lives. We also have to take shits. We also have to wash our hands, or at least we should.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck it. Fuck it. Right. We're all gonna die. Who gives a fuck? Have some fun.
Exactly. If you're not throwing shade or getting mad at any kind of friendship or relationship you have, I don't think it's a real friendship,
Yeah.
Or
and if someone's not getting mad at me, then I'm obviously not doing something right.
Not just something right. No, I know, bro. If someone doesn't find me annoying, I don't know how they.
Then yeah.
I don't know. He's like, hey, you haven't gotten the real dose of me yet. Then I guess.
Yeah. No doubt. Okay, man. I think we're gonna end it here.
End it here.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We're 107, so
right
it's
on.
fun.
I'm definitely down for a part 2 someday.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'll try and come in all fired up one day. We'll see.
One day, bro. Just fucking see the fucking smashing Eliot fucking monster that I know.
Definitely.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. I got nothing special. Just, go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourselves. Have a nice day, bitch.